I think College Dropout is definitely a top 20 hip hop album.
Name the 20 albums that name.
Cause
No,
it's a
Mike, it's not.
moment, man. It is.
I can name 20 albums off the top of my head
And
right
they're
now.
all gonna be from like the late 80s, early 90s.
But no, it's not about where they're from. It's about if
I'm
it's
just
better.
saying. It does matter where it's from
Actually,
because
actually, I will tell you what. Even after running down this track listing, I always thought My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was better than Good Kid, Mad City. But after running down this track listing, I'm not so sure. And I would actually pick Good Kid, Mad City over My Beautiful Dark
the
Twisted Fantasy.
records on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is just so big. You know what I mean?
How big are they? Who's still playing those records? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Runaway's not playing anymore.
I think College
Monsters not
Dropout is
playing.
his seminal piece, though. I think on a technical level, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy gets a lot of high marks. But if we, even when we look back at that documentary that they did on Kanye, it's something special about the College Dropout.
Hey, Mike, let me ask you something
Songs
that
like
really just
Jesus
occurred to
Walks are
me.
just something
No, let
else.
me ask you something that just occurred to me because we're always fair about things.
hmm
How many of these Kanye records from these supposed classic albums really be playing still? Because they really don't be playing like that, Mike.
Oh, which we talking about just
Pick a
period?
classic. I'm talking about all of them. They don't really play these records.
You don't think they play Kanye records?
Mike, when the
Come on.
like listen to what I'm saying. What they really be playing and where? Show me.
Jesus Walks gets play
Where?
wherever.
Who?
Gold Digger gets play. Are we talking about
Where?
radio? Are we talking about
Where?
clubs?
Gold Digger's not getting played in the club anymore, Mike. Gold Digger's not getting played in the
I,
club.
I've heard it. I've heard it.
Mike,
Um,
not when you and I was clubbing. I'm talking about
no,
today.
can't tell me nothing. Gets play.
Can't tell me nothing still gets played in the club probably because of the beat. Yes.
I've heard Diamonds. DeCarlo
No.
says College Dropout is the top 10 most important hip hop album of all time. I
No.
listen. I'm fine with that.
I mean, I'll just tell you off
It's a
top of my
game
head.
changer.
No, I'll tell you off the top of my head. Illmatic. It Takes a Nation. Life After Death. Reasonable Doubt. The Infamous.
Is life after death more important than
No, I'm talking
College
about best.
Dropout?
No. I said he hasn't made a top 20 rap album ever. I'm naming you 20 rap albums better than everything he's ever done. I'm serious. Like, stop. Like, people got to start weighing this shit for what it's worth and not what you thought it was when it came out. It's a totality of the scale. There are 20 rap albums better than the College Dropout. Mike, Liquid Swords is better than the College Dropout. Song for song.
I love that album. That's a tough sell. The
Song for
records are
song. You
so
want to pull it
big.
up? You want to pull it up because the stuff on Liquid Swords is held up better than the stuff on College Dropout. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You don't want me to
nobody
pull up
play,
College
don't nobody
Dropout.
play no workout plan off the College Dropout. You just bringing up shadow boxing how it made you want to rap.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get
yeah.
what I'm saying?
LP says the College Dropout didn't age well. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy aged way better.
It did. That's why
Interesting
I was
conversation.
telling you. Yeah. But even that, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy ain't better than Liquid Swords either.
Now that I don't think is better than Liquid Swords.
Moment of Truth. How about this? Does Kanye have an album better than Moment of Truth to you?
Yeah, I think the College Dropout's better. And I love Moment of Truth. Yeah.
So here's what I would say to you, Mike. How many classic rap songs are on the College Dropout? Because there are at least 6 or 7 I can think of off the top of my head on Moment of Truth. You Know My Steez, Work, Royalty, Above the Clouds, Militia, Betrayal, JFK to LAX. I just gave you 7.
Is it my turn yet?
Huh?
Is it my turn yet?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
falls
please,
down. No.
Make them pay with Crumb Snatcher. They got Rhyme of the Month in the source for Crumb Snatcher. 8 tracks deep right
All
now.
falls down. Through the Wire. Jesus Walks.
Those are the 3.
Spaceship.
4.
2
I love
words.
Spaceship.
2 words, huh? No.
5. You're at 5. I gave you 8.
Slow jams. No, I'm not done.
Oh, Slow Jams, you're out, Mike. That's where you're out. Slow Jams is not a classic. Nobody plays that
Slow
shit.
jams is not a classic. Come on, man.
No, Mike, that shit is dated as fuck.
Come on,
it is.
stop it.
It's dated. It's dated.
Slow
Nobody
jams
plays
is not
Slow
a
Jams.
classic. Come on.
It's
All right,
not,
what
Mike.
about,
When the last time you played Slow Jams, Mike?
Throw Your Hands Up with Talib and Common?
I'll give you Throw
Never
Your
Let
Hands.
Me Down.
That's 7.
The intro.
No, intro's
Come
not
on,
classic.
man. No. We don't care what people say is a
Just
classic.
to get my
We don't
stack.
care. Yeah.
You gonna play that? You gonna play that against You Know My Steez? No, you're not.
Yeah. No
You're not
problem.
gonna win.
No problem. No. Yeah. Kyle says, Coop, you wrong. Slow
No,
Jams is a classic. Slow Jams is a classic. Everybody
No.
says you're wilding in here. And
I'm
you are.
so sick of y'all talking about records that y'all don't pull up and play and calling them classic. It's a classic when you need to hear
Slow
it.
Jams is a classic.
It's not.
Not to mention that the College Dropout has one of the greatest, if not the greatest, outros ever in hip hop.
I love the College Dropout.
That outro is magic.
I love the College Dropout. It's just not better than Moment of Truth.
We got a super chat here from City Music. Via City Music says, honest question, does Coop favor in the sonics and mastering of the album or just picking the best rhymes and ideas?
How about all the above? Because that's what it calls for. How about you do all of that and not pick one or the other? How about you take a culmination?
Well, you gotta favor one more than the other.
Things. It's called a culmination and a combination of things. How about all the things matter? And what I'm getting real tired of that I'm starting to hear is people picking classic rap albums that had a classic rap feel from a classic rap time where the music isn't there. The music has to be there first. Fuck your feelings. Your feelings don't matter. Your feelings aren't facts. The music needs to be there first. Y'all be calling shit classic where the music's not there first. That was my whole point with that Black Star shit. It's like, yeah, everything around what they did is classic, except for the music that got made. The music that got made was just really dope.
So let me clarify. You're saying that the College Dropout,
Mike.
You're saying the College Dropout's not a classic?
No, it's a classic. Is it a top 20 rap album all time? No.
I think it is. Last Call's a classic too, by the way.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Stop calling stuff classic, not a classic. You want to know?
That's one of the best outros ever.
This is what was classic, and I realized this when my cousin told me the other day. No, when People's Instinctives came out, we used to ride our bikes and just beatbox the song. I was like, which song? He said every song, and everybody knew the words. That's classic.
I need to get the KD super chat. He said that we.
Hold on, Mike. You want to know why he don't have a top 20 album? Because that shit's not better than the Low End Theory or Midnight Marauders, and you can't tell me that it is. Tribe got 2 top 20 rap albums. No, it's not.
Hold on, I'm trying to get the KD super chat because he said we
skipped. Better than the Low End Theory.
I'm gonna get to that in 1 second.
I'm writing shit down right now.
No, y'all
don't tell me the albums I'm about to name. I'm about to give you 20 albums better than that shit right there.
Oh, okay, here we go, KD. My bad, man. I had to go through a whole bunch to find you. He said I'm joining late. So my bad. If you guys already went over this, but did you guys review Ransom's album? Everybody's been asking about
everybody up on Ransom's album?
Everybody, like, this is probably like the 20th comment we've gotten about Ransom's album.
You want to know why, Mike?
We're going to be on it.
We got a hip-hop channel, and so they wanted to hear us pull up on Ransom today more than Future, and that's really what they're saying, too, kind of in between the lines of all that.
Yeah. Blue Collar Hustler says, I feel like Coop is one of the kids at school who legit wanted to fight over a rap debate.
I legit have gotten into fights. Legit. There's been legit fights.
Clayton says, Moment of Truth, 1 through 10 alone is better than College Dropout, in my opinion.
There we go.
Both great front to back, but I don't skip anything on Moment of Truth. I love Moment of Truth. The production on Moment of Truth is awesome. Billy Barr says, Jesus Walks is my ringtone on my next tail. LOL.
That don't mean shit is better.
Rigorol says,
you got a ringtone still?
Right. I think he was being funny. He said on his next tail. He don't play it
on his next tail?
Yeah.
You out here trapping on the fucking trapper phone? Get the fuck
Rigorol says, where's Leroy? He must be in the studio. New Jay-Z coming. Right. Exactly. All right. Before we get out of here, man, there was a post about what's the worst rap verse you ever heard. And a whole bunch of people were saying Magoo's verse on Love to Love You. Do you mind if I go through this verse a little bit? Because it came up on random for me like last week, and it's funny everybody kept mentioning this verse. No,
Mike, take your time. I'm naming all these rap albums better than the College Dropout and Late Registration and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. It's not taking long. I'm already at like 12.
Magoo says, hold on. I dream by Leolando, make all the Luciano, and girls with condos, Chanel's with Gaetano. Girl, my Pisano, I share like Sonny Bono. Black and white keys lay girls on my piano. Me, Missy, and Timbo, rapid any tempo. Huckleberry Finn, Magoo, the South Pimpo. Caught up in my lingo. Be not girl, my bingo. Help, I see a Beto. Cool out, that's only Ringo. Missy sang a jangle. Well, I can miss the tango. Genuine riding on the pony. Put Moni in the middle. Check the riddle. Got your girl pants hot a little. Thinking that she down when she only just a nickel. Take a tickle, cause your man pickle green and resentful. Mag and new go from down south, and here we go. I don't think that's right. Black house shoes, my Kangos to match. Pimp crack gang, make all the scratch. Girls, I'm the P. See me on TV. Beat beat, hook me up with your girl CC. Female, look at here, I'm Chip Udell. Let me get one kiss, just don't go tell. You're so absurd. I thought you heard. If you don't know, the bird's the word. Bird, bird, bird. Yes, the bird's the word. The bird, bird, bird. The bird's the word. I don't think that verse is the worst verse ever.
I don't either.
I think Eminem's verse on EPMD 2 is worse than that.
I can't.
I do.
Really?
He says
all jokes
it's
aside,
worse than that.
All jokes aside, how do you honestly really think that?
Do I need to pull up the lyrics? It's very bad.
I'm thinking. You remember?
Said that what was that? Rain, I make it rain, dear. No. That verse is bad. Billy Ben says, "I said what I said was was my ringtone." LOL. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah.
That's better.
Listen. What's the worst rap verse you've ever heard?
I can remember how offbeat Silk the Shocker was on We Bout That. And I was just like, the least you could do is catch the beat. Remember Bentley's Little Hummers, Little Daddy, We Bout That. Silk's verse on there.
I think
can
Silk's
remember where
verse,
I was when I heard that verse, and it just like, it hurt my soul when I heard that verse, Mike. It was just like, what is he doing? Like on the mic about this rap shit right now. I don't understand. What is going on? I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to be a better man. I'm trying to understand.
I think Silk's verse on Ain't No Limit. I think it was Mystical's first single.
It ain't my fault. That's a
no.
It
Ain't my fault. Ain't No Limit. He had the last verse, and it was that put a shock in your exoskeleton. You know what I'm talking about? That song where they kind of like had this National Geographic type music video or whatever. And Silk had that last verse, and it was like 24 bars, and it was bad. Where he was like, why you sitting there looking all silly? You a bad man. Oh, I'm just talking about your lyrics. I stay mugging. I stay thugging. You remember that verse?
I do. Oh, my God.
I'm
having flashbacks, but it's like a traumatic flashback. It's not good.
That was one of the worst rap verses I think I've ever heard.
I want to hear from the people what they think some of their worst verses are, because it was funny. Like, I'm allergic to whack shit, so I don't listen to it. And I try to stay away from it as much as possible. But I want to hear what some of the people think.
Danielle says the new original Stillmatic track list does not include Braveheart Party, and we should normalize this. On any streaming platform, it does not.
No, we're not going to let him slide for that bullshit. That's what we don't do. We don't hand out hall passes.
We can't do that.
Braveheart Party and try to put it on track 11 after having a flawless album like It's Okay. We don't hand out hall passes at According to Hip Hop. Go to that other bullshit ass channel for that. He made Braveheart Party.
Jay Short says, pick any Nori hit in the 90s. Nori had some bad verses. But you know what? I think Nori's...
Oh, no?
Huh?
Oh,
no, I was thinking about Nothing.
That's what I mean, Nothing. Yeah. What y'all want to do? That's for
real.
The
Neptunes were saving him on that.
Neptune saved them. That's one of their best beats. The Nothing beat.
His verse was so bad that Nas even went on.
You're a rock star.
Yeah, Nas even went on a rant on Power 105 talking about Nori need to step his bars up.
Yeah, I remember Nori was like, "Yo, I'm gonna punch Nas in the face when I see him."
But was he wrong?
No, he was right. He needed to step his whole bar game up. But you have to understand, Nori used to be under Nas's tutelage, and he like, no, nigga, you from the bridge, we from Queens, like we rhyme.
We don't rap like that.
Yeah, we rhyme. We from Queens. Yeah. No, he was really just, that was more of a Queens thing.
So is Silk influenced by E40? Because I saw somebody say that today, and it made me think about the fact that they kind of made their bones in the Bay, and you try to think about where people's styles come from, and I think that Silk may have been a big E40 fan, so maybe that's where his off-kilter style kind of originates from. Because they all were on like a similar independent grind too. Especially when you think about In a Major Way, where, you know what I'm saying, like, that even kind of looks like some of those No Limit album covers.
So, Mike, I'm going to ask you a question right quick, and I want some honest answers.
Go ahead.
Right now, this College Dropout, right?
Yeah.
Is College Dropout better than Illmatic?
No.
Paid in Full?
No.
Greatest Adventures of Slick Rick?
Hold that one. Because top to bottom is just different, and I get it. Like, Great Adventures of Slick Rick has like 3 or 4 top 50 hip-hop songs on it all time.
Right, and Ye doesn't even have 3 or 4 top 50 songs from the 2000s.
But not many people do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's tough.
Mike,
top to bottom, that's tough. That's tough.
Okay, let me reference this a little bit more.
It's not clear. I need one.
Hold on. No, Mike. Does Kanye have on the College Dropout any song outside of Jesus Walk that's messing with the best 4 songs on The Greatest Adventures of Slick Rick?
Okay, we'll give it the Great Adventures
at the top. If you can't meet him at the top, you can't meet him at the bottom. That's what I'm saying. Slick is washing him at the top. This really ain't in a conversation. Greatest Adventures of Slick Rick is a top. Like, I'm sorry, Mike. The College Dropout does not have a Mona Lisa, Children's Story, Teenage World, Hey Young World effect. It just doesn't. And we need to be honest. It's not.
I think it has songs better than Teenage Love, but yeah, Hey Young World is special.
Than Teenage Love. No, it has songs better than Teenage Love on there.
Hey Young World is special though.
But Hey Young World and Mona Lisa and Children's Story are literally better than everything on the College Dropout. Literally.
I'm fine with that. That's 3 of the best songs ever made.
Right. It's some of the best rap stuff ever made. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it like the big up Slick. I'm just saying it what it is. Cuban Link.
No.
Enter the Wu-Tang.
No.
It Takes a Nation of Millions.
No.
The Infamous.
I think the College Dropout is better than the Infamous.
How? Name the records.
I think top to bottom is just a better album.
But you don't have any evidence of that. That's what I'm saying. It's like you're saying that, but when you say that, it's like there's no evidence of that. The first 8 tracks on the Infamous are better than everything on the College Dropout. Like, Give Up the Goods, Eye for an Eye, Survival of the Fittest is better than all the top end records except for Jesus Walks once again.
Like, stop letting Jesus
Walks. Two words don't have shit on Give Up the Goods or Eye for an Eye, Mike. If
I disagree with you.
Mike, you want to put 2 words against Eye for an Eye on some posse cut shit and watch it get 10% of the vote?
Listen, I disagree. I mean, I feel what you're saying, but I'm just saying from beginning to end and just being able to do everything, I think, as a collectively. And we could put a poll out there for it. I think collectively,
Mike, you don't want to do that to yourself. Mike, I'm telling you right now, you don't want to do this on this hip-hop channel, put the Infamous up against College Dropout. Are the people telling you right now to stop tripping?
Not yet. I'm looking at some of the super chats. Mike 100 says Jay-Z's verse on Monster was the worst, and I agree with that.
I can agree with that. I might have been a little ahead on the Monster thing. Yeah. So you think College Dropout's better than the Infamous?
I do.
You understand?
Jazzo destroyed Rockefeller on the Nothing beat. Let's see. Let me look and see what the people are saying though.
Yeah, go
ahead. Coop says evidence isn't all opinion. I rarely agree with Coop, but I agree with him now. The Infamous is above Illmatic. Okay, we got people putting it over that. College Dropout got way too many skits. Mike, you bugging. Main ingredient. Okay. Pharrell Drop It Like It's Hot's verse was awkward and whack too. Okay. Infamous over College Dropout. What else you got?
Doggy Style.
Yeah, Doggy Style's better.
Reasonable Doubt.
Reasonable Doubt's better.
The Chronic.
The Chronic's better.
Life After Death.
Life After Death's better.
Okay, so understand where we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're 11 albums in. Mike, The Low End Theory.
Low End Theory's better.
Midnight Marauders.
I don't know.
God,
yeah, Midnight Marauders is better.
Mike, I'm about to fuck your life up. Supreme Clientele.
Of course.
America's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Ready to Die.
Yeah.
Aquemini.
Yep.
The Diary.
I don't know.
We should argue if you want to about The Diary. I'll give you an argument if you want to argue about The Diary because I understand The Diary is personal for me.
Yeah.
Straight Outta Compton.
You know.
Oh, Lord.
I think as an album, I think that the College Dropout's a better album. Now, obviously, the impact of Straight Outta Compton is what it is.
Okay. All right. Death Certificate.
Death Certificate's definitely better.
Follow the Leader.
Follow the Leader. Yeah.
The Blueprint.
I think the Blueprint's better. I don't know, man. That's debatable, man. But, I mean, and Follow the Leader is debatable, too.
I don't think so, Mike. I think
and I love Kim. I love Rakim.
The 3 records that start off Follow the Leader are literally better than everything on the College Dropout.
But after that, I don't know if it keeps all of that, you know.
Right. I don't know if College Dropout ever comes close to matching those first 3 songs.
We're talking about a totality, not like the first.
Right. But when you get blown out in the first quarter, Mike, and you don't catch up to the score on the board.
No, I think that's where we differ. I'm talking about beginning to end.
No, you don't think Follow the Leader is still a classic? I mean, I know it's not as much rapping on the back end.
I think it is a classic.
Okay. How about this? The rapping.
But if we're talking about top 20 albums, right? I think.
Right. Follow the Leader is there. Because Follow the Leader is where the craft of MCing in this culture starts.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying that. Like, I only brought up Follow the Leader because it's like, even if you feel like the College Dropout is better beginning to end, well, show me Microphone Fiend, Follow the Leader, or Lyrics of Fury. Show me something close to it.
Can we step into the 2000s, though? I mean, that's what some of the people in the group are asking.
Tell them to give me classics from the 2000s that are comparable. We're talking top 20 greatest rap albums of all time. We're not talking about 2000s.
But it sounds very generational.
Good Kid, Mad City.
I think the College Dropout's better than Good Kid, Mad City.
I think Good Kid, Mad City is better, actually.
I totally disagree with that. Now, if you want to talk about that, now give me a Jesus Walks on that album.
Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe.
Man, it's not that.
Right, because lyrically, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe is better and more intrinsic.
Ain't nobody playing Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe since we want to play that game.
Right. Well, I mean, if you want to play that game, Money Trees is harder than everything on the College Dropout. Right.
I don't think so. I disagree with that.
Yeah, Money Trees is better than 2 words. That's for damn
I got
sure.
2 words over Money Trees.
Words. Yeah, I got 2 words ain't like that, Mike. 2 words ain't like that
2
after
words
most
is
verses.
crazy.
You know that, right?
2 words.
You know 2 words ain't like that after.
So
Mike,
do we have a All Falls Down on there? Do we have a Through the Wire on there?
Can I say something right quick?
Mm-hmm.
2 Words is one of the most overrated rap songs of all time.
No, 2 Words is incredible.
Outside of most verse, it's overrated. It just is, Mike. I'm sorry.
Nah,
2 Words.
Kanye's verse on there is mean.
2 Words, Most Def, Kate. No. When most do it, like the rest of the guys, it's a drop off.
You don't like Kanye's rapping on that album, I think.
I mean, he's not that good of a rapper on that album, but Freeway's verse and Kanye's verse, they're not fucking with Most on there. Most steals that show and leaves them with scraps.
Everybody says you're tripping in here.
I don't like it when MCs get ref with scraps.
I think in the 2000s, right? The only albums that I'm putting over the College Dropout off the top of my head is I'm putting Supreme Clientele, B, The Blueprint. Everything else is questionable.
What about the score from the Fugees in the 90s? You think the score is better or College Dropout?
In the end, no. And I love the score. I'm a huge Fugees fan.
Hold on. You think The College Dropout's better than The Score. Where?
I do.
Where, Mike?
From beginning to end.
Name of the beginning.
I've named these songs till I'm blue in the face.
No.
You just don't like these records.
Mics. The Score starts off with how many mics? You said from beginning to end.
Yeah, and I would put.
So Lauren's
we don't
verse,
care what people say.
Hold on. Lauren's verse to start that album is lyrically better than everything on the College Dropout. What are you talking about?
Well, if you want to go there, we got Prize on that album too.
Right, we got Lauren on that album.
Like
I said, Lauren's
out everything.
Verse. No. I want you to address Lauren's verse on how many mics and how that lyrically is beyond everything that's on the College Dropout with one verse. So
we
how
don't
is it
care
that,
what people say.
Beyond lyrically everything that he expressed in one verse on the first song.
Beyond All Falls Down? Beyond All Falls Down? Come on now.
Mike, the verse on how many mics is better lyrically than everything on the College Dropout. What part of that are you missing?
I disagree with that. I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
Name the verse.
I'm naming songs. All Falls Down.
Verse. I say name one verse.
And Lauren's on there.
And Lauren's not just like existing on that level on how many mics. I'm using that as an example of how she exists lyrically throughout the extension of the album. Did I mention that she's singing on there? The production is airtight.
They said Coop be wildin' on Fridays. Look, man.
I do be wildin' on Fridays. Well, hold on, but Mike, you do understand this. Listen to what I'm saying. So you said it's a top 20 rap album. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I got you down for 20 albums that you just said were better. I just put you down for 20 albums. Mike, and that's
some of those I don't totally agree with.
No. And keep in mind, that's not counting the ones that you argued about, which is Greatest Adventures. I didn't even count Liquid Swords, The Diary, Straight Outta Compton, The Blueprint, or Moment of Truth. I didn't count those, and we still 20 albums deep, and you agreed. So no, according to you, it's not a top 20 rap album all time, because I just gave you 20 rap albums.
Some of those I don't agree with, though.
You agree. No, Mike, the stuff you didn't agree with, I left off the board. I didn't pick 20 albums. I picked a stretch. Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20.
I think that's why it may be important to do this stuff by era.
I named 28 albums, Mike. Of those 28 albums, you named 21 albums better than the College Dropout. You did, not me. So don't tell me it's a top 20 rap album.
Top 25.
When I can list the albums, Mike, this is me off the top of my head. Listen to how far he's about to fall. You want to keep on doing this? Mike, I didn't bring up B. No, it's better. Is B better?
I think B is better.
Well, now he's at 22, Mike. You want to keep on fucking around?
The L Web says, I'll easily put King in the documentary over the College Dropout, let alone The Score.
I was going to go the documentary because I actually like the documentary more than King. You think the documentary is better than the College Dropout?
I don't.
I got something for you that is, though. And we're about to slide him down to 23. Get Rich or Die Trying is better than
Get Rich or Die Trying is.
And so now he's at 23, Mike. You want to keep on sliding him? How about this? Criminal Minded by Boogie Down Productions.
I'm sorry, I don't think it is. But see, the thing is,
9mm goes bang. The bridge is over.
I'm talking about end to end, bro.
I'm still number one, and you telling me that you think Ye shit better than that?
Yeah, I do.
You see KRS Live do that.
Again, Coop. I think that you're talking about the MC. You're talking about individual songs.
I'm talking about the songs.
I'm talking about albums.
What I'm trying to tell you is that College Dropout is the type of classic where I can give you a top 20, 25 classic and feed you about 4 or 5 records that just go ahead and sit that down and put it in its proper place. I'm trying to put it in its proper place for you. So we're already got it at 23. Mike, there ain't nothing on College Dropout outside of Jesus Walks that is legendary like the stuff on Criminal Minded. Do you want me to name the records on Criminal Minded for you? Do I need to do it for you to show you what time it is?
Nobody in this generation is going to say that, Coop, unfortunately.
I don't give a fuck about this generation. I give the entirety about all the generations in this culture of hip-hop.
Yeah.
Because that's where it becomes important is people start doing this generational shit and forget what came before them, like the shit that this nigga made was more important. Listen to the songs on Criminal Minded, and I want you in clear conscience to go up to a rap head and tell me that the College Dropout is better. Listen to how Criminal Minded sounds out. And we got Ye at 23. Poetry, South Bronx, 9mm goes bang, the bridge is over.
Important. I love Criminal Minded.
That's important than everything on the College Dropout and better, Mike. So we got that shit at 24 right now. I can keep on doing this to the College Dropout. Y'all need to stop doing this seasonal era shit and understand how impactful the people were that came before. And
Through the Wire is pretty legendary.
Like, if you take Jesus Walks out off of the College Dropout, it loses a lot of its importance, Mike.
Yeah, Through the Wire is pretty legendary.
Huh?
Through the Wire is pretty legendary. So is All Falls Down.
No, I love those records.
Great records.
Mike, I'm going to say this again. Since these great records, I'm going to give you a top 20
now, I'm putting this Dark and Hell is Hot over it.
Oh, it's Dark and Hell is Hot. Oh, it's Dark and Hell is Hot. It's definitely better. So it's at 24. South Bronx, South Bronx, 9mm goes. Mike, you saw what happened when 9mm goes bang gets performed. We saw that.
Yeah, we saw it.
You saw the Bridges Over get performed. How you gonna say these things when you saw that?
I'm talking about the albums in the end. Look, Michael Sanders says Coop always tripping when he wears his glasses. You were more agreeable when you took them off.
There was some shit in my eye. My eye was burning. Damn you.
AK Curtin says that the cool over College Dropout.
No, you're going too far. You're going too far. You're being disrespectful. That's going too far. The cool's not fucking with the College Dropout. But if you think, Mike, you can't. How about this? This is what I'm saying. So if I'm tripping, then y'all can go into the Bronx and explain to people why the College Dropout is better than Criminal Minded. But here's the reality of the matter. You want to know why you won't do that? You won't do that because you know in your heart you can't go into the Bronx and say no shit like that and have a real leg to stand on because you don't have a real leg to stand on. I'll go sit in the Bronx and tell them Paid in Full is better. I'll tell them Aquemini is better. I'll tell them the Purple Tape is better. I'll tell them Illmatic is better. Y'all talking about shit y'all won't travel with and say it in the streets live. I'm talking about what I'm going to say in the streets live and to the people. You can't go into the Bronx and tell people that Criminal Minded isn't as good as the College Dropout. They're going to look at you like you don't know what the fuck you talking about hip-hop because you might not. But if you walk in there and tell them Illmatic is better, you can argue. You want to tell them Purple Tape is better, you can argue.
I think that's where eras come in at.
No, that's not an era. That's a skill thing. Because I'm about to say, you might be able to take Good Kid, Mad City to them. But you can't take College Dropout to them.
Jay Shore says, if the 2000s era can't compete, step up your game. We're not erasing the record books.
It's like Malaa told me. You remember Malaa, right? Mm-hmm. Malaa told me, she said, and she told me this as a young man. I might have been 22 years old, Mike. She said, no, I done talked to you. You know what the standard is. Don't you ever deviate from this shit and misappropriate what the standard is. You know the standard is KRS-One and Rakim and Cool G Rap and Nas and Scarface.
We talking about two different things.
No. And she said in the albums and the products that they made that got them to that place, don't misappropriate the standard. When you put the College Dropout in the top 20, you're misappropriating the standard. Yes, you are. Because it doesn't belong in the standard, because it's not a standard bearer, because he's not even that dope of an MC on there.
And I think that's your problem with it. I think that's your problem with it. He's not an all-time great MC on there. I think that's your problem.
He's not a dope MC on there. You have to be a dope MC in the craft of MCing.
And I was there too when College Dropout came out. I thought that he wasn't the MC that he needed to be to make a classic. But when I remove myself from that and start looking at the music and the songs for what it is and the album for what it is and the way it's impacted the game thereafter, it's hard to say that it's not that. Now, for better or for worse, obviously,
you say it real easy. It's not that because he's not rhyming like that. And this craft is about rhyming on this side. When are people going to understand that?
Well, it's about making music too. That's why LL is who he is, and he's a dope MC too. But I think that there's something that Kanye is able to do that is outside of skills. That's kind of like, that's kind of our theme for today's show. I mean, because
Scarface,
Future does similar things, huh?
Scarface, Future. No, there are plenty of guys who are great that do great things.
That
But
aren't
when
like
you
the lyrical miracle guys.
right, no, this is what I'm saying. And understand, I think the Diary is better than the College Dropout.
You think the Diary's better than Criminal Minded?
Ooh. Personally, not objectively.
Okay.
Personally, not objectively. Personally, yes, I do.
Okay.
Because personally, I relate to it and it gravitates towards me. When he says shit like I done lost more niggas in my hood than the Bengals motherfucking games the Bengals lost last year. No. That was live when I was like.
And Soulmatic says Kanye's music is a feeling. It's relatable, like Pac's is. I agree.
It is.
And
No,
I think that's where his
too.
strength is, and he walks in his strength, at least for his first couple of efforts. And
I understand that.
It takes you out of the technicalities of it all.
Pac don't have no top 25 rap album either. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And you know how I feel about him. Where I got Pac at, Mike. I got Pac top
Number
5.
one. You don't think that All Eyes on Me is a top 20 hip hop album?
Personally, yes. Objectively, no.
Okay. Our man says De La Soul is dead. I love that record. Paul's Boutique, 3 Feet High and Rising. By any means necessary.
That's what I'm saying.
Me Against the World, Iron Man,
right.
Strictly Business are all better than College Dropout.
That's what I'm saying, Mike. I can get if you really want to know where College Dropout really is in terms of album all time, it's a 25 to 50 album. It's not a top 25 album.
I'm with De La Soul is dead. I'm with that.
I'm with 3 Feet High and Rising. That's crazy.
Yeah, I love De La Soul is dead. Jason says Food and Liquor is better than College Dropout too. See, now we're getting all over the place.
Now we're talking crazy. Food and Liquor and the Cool are not better than College Dropout. Stop saying that.
Mad Max says Mike could go to the Bronx and say that the Bronx is now raised on Ye. That's real. That's what I was thinking too. If you go to the Bronx now and say that shit, they'd be like, yeah, College Dropout. Because they was raised on this shit. Now, we have to be selective in where we go. I mean...
Right,
respectfully.
No. Let's pull
up on the old timers,
No, let's go to the Bronx and pull up on the Plum Mural and talk that shit. Let's see how it goes for us. I need my pistol.
With the older guys, huh?
I need 2 pistols.
Well, shoot, man. My man Mark, man. I'll holler at Mark and we'll go to the Bronx and we'll go through a variety of spots.
Oh, that's nothing. When I got niggas from Brooklyn, Bronx, and Queens, we can pull up whenever. We can need to holler at Rap Roundtable when we pull up and maybe get together and do a combo show.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't been in the chat tonight, man. We got mad people in New York, man. I miss New York. Need to go up there real soon.
And I don't want to disrespect Ye. It's just like, nah, Mike. I just got.
I think you just don't feel him like that, and I get that because, I
love him.
I was there.
I love him. No, I love him. I can remember me and Hala sitting in the studio and talking about this is the guy that's going to get us in the door.
Yeah, I felt that way too. I remember
talking about him that way. You remember feeling that way too, because when he got in the door, we were all on the verge of some things. He was the guy that made us believe.
Yeah, it was different.
That doesn't change my objective mind about this, though. Like, it's just not the same. It's like, well, no. And the MCing is part of it, because this is what I'm saying. It's like, well, it's College Dropout. Am I going to play College Dropout before I play Follow the Leader? Well, Mike, probably all the time, except for about 3 records. And those 3 records changed the craft of MCing forever. And there's just nothing on the College Dropout that's even succinctly close to it. And so when I have those high moments, which is literally some of the highest highs of MCing that we've ever seen. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? There are albums on here that provide you with some of the highest of the highs. The Ye album is just what all of his albums are. They're really dope and consistent from beginning to end, which is kind of his marker for things. But he doesn't fly at that high level the way those other guys do. Don't tell me that you listen to the College Dropout. You want to talk about some end-to-end banger? Is it the end-to-end banger Doggy Style is? It's like, no. Is it the end-to-end banger Illmatic is? No. And when you start getting down, no. And when you start getting down to how good it is end-to-end, well, there are so many albums that are greater because they have more important pieces to them, even if it's not better end-to-end. Like, is the Infamous better end-to-end than College Dropout? It's like, I don't know. But I know the 5 best songs on the Infamous would step all over the 5 best songs on the College Dropout on some rap shit.
See, now
and it's not a question.
we're picking
It's
and
not a
choosing.
question.
I guess it depends on what you deem the most important thing on albums, right?
You're talking about some rap shit, Mike. It's about rap.
But no, you were just talking about how Sign of the Times is a complete work, right? And
Yes.
Sign of the Times is more complete than Purple Rain, but it ain't got the songs individually that Purple Rain has. So it sounds like you changing it up based on whatever the argument is.
But I'm telling you,
because ain't no Purple Rain
albums,
on Sign of the Times. Ain't no Doves Cry on Sign of the Times. It's not.
No, the albums, the College Dropout is comparable to the moments on the other albums are all better and higher, like the Infamous. That's what I'm saying. Like the Infamous and the College Dropout are actually very similar, Mike, except for a few things. The few things are called Survival of the Fittest, Give Up the Goods, Shook One's Part 2, Eye for an Eye.
We'll make a poll.
I.e. some of the best rap shit ever created versus some of the best rap shit created for a generation. There's difference.
We'll make a poll and we'll revisit it on Wednesday. We definitely got to talk.
To put the Infamous up against the College Dropout. I would love that.
Okay.
Mike, you're not winning that.
Yeah, and we'll revisit it Wednesday. Dumb It Down says, how you say rapping matters, then diss Lupe's album. That's hypocritical. You just love the 90s and won't let it go.
I didn't diss Lupe's album. I said Lupe's albums, The Cool and Food and Liquor, are not better than Kanye's best 4 projects. And everybody with half a brain knows that.
Rick Ross says, I'm on Mike's side as a music thing. Got to judge the projects as it is. Yeah, okay. we're gonna get to it. We'll do a poll on it. We'll revisit it Wednesday. We're also gonna talk about this ransom that everybody wants us to talk about. I'm about to play it.
I'm still missing those songs that are better than the shit that's on Criminal Minded that I was talking about. Since I'm just talking about songs, tell me the songs that are better.
I mean, anything I name, you're not gonna say it's better. Now I will say the Bridge is over
and South Bronx are better than everything.
South Bronx is crazy.
South Bronx is crazy. You don't think 9mm Goes Bang is crazy?
Yeah, it's a dope record, but I think it's beatable.
No, these records are beatable. They're just not beatable by Ye shit.